So, that was our FEDD project.
Our animatronic.
Not the flashiest.
But it still got the job done.
Hi, I'm Keith, majoring in civil engineering.
I'm Solomon, majoring in computer science.
I'm Jonathan, majoring in mechanical engineering.
We're here to talk to you about the design process in our FEDD project.
But before we begin, let us briefly talk about what animatronics actually are.
Animatronics can be defined as robotic devices that emulate human or animal movement, emotion, or speech patterns. The first animatronics were attributed to Walt Disney. With the intent of attracting people to his fair, he experimented with several animatronic models. In 1961, he created a robotic dancing man less than a foot tall. This can be credited as the first modern animatronic. The first animatronics for public viewing, however, were robotic birds put on display at Disneyland in 1963. In the same year, a robotic Abraham Lincoln was debuted at the World's Fair. Since then, animatronics have continued to evolve, just as we hope you do. Now over to Jonathan for an overview of the project.
For our project, we followed a 5-step plan. First, ask, define the problem. Second, imagine, brainstorm ideas. Third, plan, think of your materials, schedule, responsibilities, etc. Fourth, create, as the name implies, create it. Fifth, improve, test, improvise, adapt, overcome any design challenges, and redesign if necessary, as we had to do.
What can we say about the process itself? The design process was surprisingly easy at some points, and incredibly difficult at others. Nearly the first thing we did as a group was establish a way to communicate with each other. We agreed on using Discord. It's similar to GroupMe, but in our opinion lets you share files easier. And if you don't know what GroupMe is, you will soon. Once we established how we'd talk to each other, we refined a contract that kind of set a schedule in place. In the schedule, we assigned roles, responsibilities, and rules that the team would follow. We kept a good pace according to the schedule for a while, until right around October 30th. So our biggest challenge over the course of the project was gathering materials and operating within a budget. Other teams were given a budget of approximately $40. With that, you could be expected to order, promptly ship materials, thoroughly test the design, and, if necessary, make any adjustments due to the unexpected. With all of this in mind, we carefully decided to spend nothing on the project. Some of the reasoning was curiosity. Could we make a working animatronic for free? And some of it was necessity. Regardless, much of our execution of the design was framed around this constraint, and for that reason we fell behind in our schedule. It took a lot of time to rent the materials we needed. That pushed the date very far back when we finished making the model. Without the model, the presentation was put on halt too. It was a spiraling mess of disaster. Now, over to Jonathan for some advice on how to proceed in your own project, so you can win, not lose, succeed, conquer all who oppose you, and crush every ounce of hope they have. Are you okay?
Thank you, Solomon. For all future engineers, our sincerest advice, other than be able to spend money on this project, is to test out any moving parts of your design first. Know the limits of your design, what you will be graded on, and use every resource possible. If you are unfortunately plagued with the condition of having little to no funds, here are some helpful places to turn to. The library has a lot of equipment available for rental. The 3D Makerspace can be a huge help in addition to the garage, the supply closet, or the craft center. Lastly, never be afraid to ask anyone for help. With over 1,000 other engineers in your class and many above you, you can be presented opportunities from your peers that wouldn't be possible anywhere else.
Lastly, remember this is a group project, so group members, show up. Scheduling times to meet can be rough. You personally might not get along with each other, but ultimately you are all here for the same thing, a degree. Remember that, and work towards that goal.